Hi fools, welcome to another video from the Motley Fool. I'm Owen Benelak. Now it's come to war. Luckily I don't mean in the Crimea, it's not World War III, it's a supermarket price war. Morrisons dropped the hammer, declared war, said it was going to cut prices, and all the supermarket shares fell in response. Why did they do that? Because shareholders fear that this isn't going to be any good for them. As they cut prices to try and win us back into their various shops, that will come out of profits. Now, I think this is quite interesting if you're Warren Buffett, because he has been selling his Tesco shares over the last year. We've seen him sell about a quarter of his shares, and yet there are at least three reasons why this kind of news, this kind of environment might bring Buffett back into Tesco. First one is everyone hates supermarkets. Buffett said many times you should be greedy when others are fearful. Well, people are definitely fearful of supermarkets at the moment. Tesco shares are about £3, which is where they were yonks ago, pretty much, where Buffett first bought. They've come way down as the market's gone up. No one wants a supermarket. Reason number one. Reason number two, the shares look fairly cheap. They're on a PE of about 10, get about a 5% dividend yield. That is a lot better than the market on both of those metrics. Obviously there's a reason for it, which is that Morrisons has declared a price war. So, it's not the rosiest time to own a supermarket, but at least you're buying it cheap, potentially. The third reason is kind of in some ways the most interesting. People bang on about Buffett buying cheap companies, whatnot. But he really likes to buy good companies, or strong companies, shall we say. And in a commoditized sector, the strongest company is really the lowest cost producer. Supermarkets, most of us live near at least a couple of the supermarkets. I live near all four of the major supermarkets. So I can choose whichever one I want to go to. So the one with the lowest price is very attractive to me. You might be able to, paint the store a nicer colour or have someone say hello when I walk in. But ultimately, if I can leave with a few more quid, that is going to win the day for me. And really, Tesco has the best chance of winning a price war. Its operating margins are 6% thereabouts. They're probably going to come down a bit, but even then they'll come down to over 5%. Whereas Morrisons are already below 5%. Sainsbury's are down at about 3-point-something%. What this means is that Tesco's can cut prices because it's got more margins that it can afford to give up to keep giving its customers the cheapest prices and keep bringing them into the store. It can fight the war for longer, and it can hopefully, if you're a Tesco shareholder, win the war. Does this mean that Buffett would be going back in and loading up on Tesco shares again? Personally, I doubt it. I think the problem with a price war is like any war, it can go on for years, it can be very bloody. No one, someone will be a victor, no one's really a winner. If they cut their prices, it could take a long time for them to get the prices back up again, to re-improve their margins. So I think probably Mr. Buffett would rather sit on the shares he's got and watch from the sidelines.